Hi Wanyoni, I wanted to give you a quick video update of the progress. So I'm going to refresh the screen just briefly and then allow you to see the preview of the text. So that was the animation for this upper section. I've adjusted the copy on the About Us. So now no matter what size the design of the screen, it'll always be responsive and you'll have this nice white space. We made the adjustment here to the numbers. The only adjustment I wasn't able to make was this image here to the gentleman looking. So what I'm proposing is we either do a new image there. We changed the crop a couple different ways and we're still getting the same results, which is really bizarre, but I think it's because of the spacing and the size of the image width-wise. So I'm going to try one more thing actually for us to just adjust the width a little bit shorter, and then we can see what that result is. So I'll report back on that image. We have a section here, which you've seen that before. Then the introduction to the services. We made this adjustment and we've worked on the toggles. So you can see that transition is a lot nicer. 2 of 3, 3 of 3, and then other. So I want to probably consider changing this other to something else. So we have other services, other, and then other here. So be thinking about a little bit of the nomenclature that you would want for this part of the site. We've adjusted the services. So when you, the portfolio, when you select it, it actually creates this beautiful light box, which will say it has a title and then more here. So technically I think this could be part of the title, or you could really highlight the services that happened within that portfolio piece. And then there's a really easy navigation button here. So kind of play around with this toggle. And then, you know, there's a couple of images here that maybe aren't relevant. The bulldog, the musician. So I'd be looking to hear from you. We need to replace that title. What imagery you think might be relevant for that particular example, or we could keep it all buildings, which works really well, that the vertical effect. If the user's finished, they have the option to kind of get out of that section, takes them back to where they were before. Proven results, all of these have been updated. The leadership team. So the one thing to note is on the leadership team, there is a limited amount of space for the bios. So where they end is actually how many characters. So that gives you an idea. There's just 2 of them that were a little bit short, or I had to shorten them. But in the future, I'll be able to actually take those bios and link them to full pages once we develop the site, which will be beautiful. So each person will have a great bio page. This is that second tagline section. We have our blog, and then we have the Connect With Us and the footer. So the only thing I think I need from you in this section is the a link to the LinkedIn or to whatever profile you'd like that to go to. And actually, forgive me, our designer told us that this plugin for this sign up field does not have the ability to do the checkboxes. So we're going to have to use a different app for that. and he said he would not be back in until the 31st. So for now, this can stand as is, and on Monday he's going to switch out the new form for us. So that'll include a little bit of coding, but then we'll have those select boxes. And then this arrow jumps you back up to the top. So there we are. So please kind of toggle through, check the functionality on things, make sure you're happy. I think the testimonials is the only part that's not linking out. Our work is, so that might be one you would want in the navigation or maybe not. Um, so please kind of poke holes in those things. This is now adjusted for click to call. Next steps for us is to do some updates on mobile. I noticed in these sections, specifically here with the flip boxes, there's some things that are a little strange. So what I'm going to propose is, since this is a beautiful long page, we kind of edit out some of the glitz and glam and then keep it very factual on mobile. So we can remove some elements, but we can't add any additional elements. So we'll be kind of curating and editing that over the next few days and giving you an update. All right, thank you. Let me know if you have any call outs in the meantime.